Good morning, everyone. My name is Sandy Eldridge, and on behalf of the Conneaut Lake Community Development Committee, welcome to the first annual, we hope, Ice House Festival in Conneaut Lake. Our committee is so excited with the incredible support that we have received from individuals and businesses in the community to actually offer this event. And as you can see, we have a beautiful display of ice sculptures. There are 31 block ice sculptures and 3 giants that are yet to be carved. So we hope that you'll stay and enjoy them and just take a look. And we'd also like to recognize the wonderful, talented ice sculptors, artists from the DiMartino Ice Company in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. Yay! Okay. We'd like to again thank all of our sponsors and especially Erie Bank for their belief in our event and providing us with the funds that we needed, the seed money that we needed to actually launch the event. And so with that, I would like to turn this over now to Steve Capolino, who is the Senior Vice President of Erie Bank. Steve, thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. It's a great crowd, and I'm very excited that all of you came out here. We thought it would be a great day. But Erie Bank is very proud to be a sponsor along with the Conneaut Lake Community Development Committee and all that it's doing to revitalize our area. We're very excited to be the major sponsor for this first, which, as Sandy said, hopefully many annual events to come here. And somebody just said to see people walking around outside in Conneaut Lake in the wintertime is kind of cool, right? But at the same time, we're very excited to do this. We really know it's going to be a success. Obviously, you look at it already this morning. And at the same time, we think it's going to bring people back here for many winters to come. You know, at Erie Bank, we're very passionate about our customers and our community and about our co-workers. And you know, to be able to be involved in events such as this, that it talks about and brings out the heritage of this area. You know, I was reading a couple of the signs out there. You know, I've been here my whole life, didn't even know a couple of those things on those signs, so you should read them. But to be able to do that kind of thing and obviously hope for the economy of this area and to keep building up the Conneaut Lake and our entire area, that's very important to Erie Bank, and we're very proud to be here and very excited you all came along as well. Thank you.
Okay, and now we'd like to present a donation to the Samaritans of Conneaut Lake. Whoops, a little windy right now. Okay, and this presentation, actually, this donation to the Samaritans of Conneaut Lake was made possible through the Keeping Neighbors in Touch project, the K.N.I.T project. And I'd like to also introduce our 2 K.N.I.T project coordinators, Joyce Brignoli, yay, and Diane Mariani. Come on over here. Okay. And I just have to share that during the past 6 weeks, the K.N.I.T coordinators have actually worked on organizing over 10 community groups and individuals and people, countless others, to make sure that this actually happened. And knitting individually and also joining squares together, neighbors, and that's what the beauty of this whole thing was, is that neighbors got together and participated in this wonderful, wonderful project. And the hope was to actually donate these squares to create an Afghan that would be donated or given to the Samaritans of Conneaut Lake. However, it was so popular, and Joyce and Diane got so many people together that we were able to knit over a dozen Afghans. So that's really wonderful. And today, I'm not sure if we have anyone here from the Samaritans. We hope we do. But if they're not here right now, yay, here they are. And here we have Marge Stahl and Gary Humes from the Samaritans of Conneaut Lake. Thank you for coming. Okay, we would like to donate to you, and I have it over here. I'll give it to you in a moment, okay? On behalf of the K.N.I.T project, we have a gift certificate from Giant Eagle so that it can help supply your food pantry. And we also have these wonderfully warming, beautiful blankets, Afghans, that you can provide to people who may have a need for that basic warmth this winter. So thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure.
And now Diane Mariani would like to recognize the participants of the K.N.I.T project. Diane?
Yep. First of all, I'd just like to say that Joyce was really the brain and the brawn behind the project, but she feels that she's more shy than I, so I'm the one that has the microphone. Should be Joyce, but here I am. Okay. Our vision, as Sandy said, was to just have people in the community knit sections, you can see here, to make one Afghan. And we were expecting, maybe 90 to 100 sections. So we distributed yarn and needles and instructions to various locations throughout the Lakeland community. We had Conneautville involved, Conneaut Lake, Linesville. And we waited for about 6 weeks to see what was going to happen. Well, at the end of the 6 weeks, we started to gather those sections. We not only ended up with 100, we ended up with 1,457 sections. Think about that. 1,457 sections. Now, the challenge became we had 1 week to put those sections together to create Afghans. Well, with the help of all the Lakeland community, Conneautville, Linesville, Conneaut Lake, we came together and we did it. In 1 week, we created from those 1,457 sections 16 Afghans, actually. And the people that I'd like to recognize for assembling those Afghans at Joyce's house, and thank you for your hospitality, Cheryl Saville, Lois Feidler, Sue Malik, Marie Pettibon, Sandy Eldridge, Melissa Cruz, Holly Baldarelli, Christine Morian, Doreen McLean, Carl McLean, Alan Baldarelli. Yes, we actually had men knitting. We did. Pictures to prove it. Betty Lang, Susan Breckenridge, Bonnie Morris, Pat Cater, and Judy Martin. Now, last but not least, I want to recognize 3 individuals that were our knitting gurus, because they not only worked that day to make an Afghans, but they took sections home with them and through the week made multiple Afghans. So I'd like to recognize those 3 gurus. Judy Haylett, where are you, Judy? Wave your hand. Awesome. Okay, yay, Judy. Cindy Began, I think I'm pronouncing that. Is Cindy here? Cindy. Oh, no. And Doreen Lawton. Is Doreen here? Doreen. Okay. Couldn't have done it without these 3 people, so please give them a round of applause. Judy, Cindy, and Doreen. Now for the awards. We have awards for individual achievements, those individuals that made a tremendous number of sections. Judy, again, Judy Haylett, made 117 sections herself. Judy, would you please come up here? And we have a certificate for her. Okay, thank you so much, Judy, for all that you've done. And another individual, okay, 90 years young, Donna Mae Rudler, made 150 sections. Is Donna Mae here? We were hoping she was going to be able to come. Doreen, would you accept in her behalf? Great.
Donna knits with me every other week.
Awesome.
Scissors for her.
Doreen, did you hear your name announced? You just got here. We just talked about you being our knitting guru, one of them, and please give Doreen a round of applause. Couldn't have done it without Doreen and Judy and Cindy. Thank you so much. And team awards. The runner-up for making the most sections, 235 sections, goes to Trinity United Methodist Church. Yay, Trinity. Do we have someone from Trinity here today? Anyone from Trinity? Yay, here's one right here. Okay, very good. Round of applause, please, for Trinity United Methodist Church. And the grand prize, first prize. Thanks to the Linesville Knitting Club, who worked diligently to create 421 sections to support Tony's Diner. So Tony's Diner wins the award for having the most sections contributed toward the Afghans. Okay, Doreen, would you accept that, please? Thank you. Joyce and I cannot say thank you enough for the tremendous support that the community gave this project. It was truly overwhelming. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diane. Hello, those of you who don't know me, I'm Bill Eldridge, and I'm here on behalf of the Borough Council. Is Dick Hollabaugh here today with us? We have one other special recognition that we want to bring to your attention before we shut this down. But as you probably know, we have a fantastic effort among our Conneaut Lake Middle School and our teacher, Greg Dinsmore, and his class. Greg, come on up here, please. Some of you who don't know the effort that's been going on now for the last couple of months, it's just really something very beautiful. Greg, in his earlier days, was very much involved in creating a playground at Conneaut Lake's Fireman's Beach, and he collected pennies, and they built a wonderful playground down there that had a lifespan of over 20 years, and that playground has just recently been removed due to its age, and so there's a need for another playground. And unlike some people who might complain about why don't they do something, Greg did something. He got his class together with a project, a contest with the Benzomatic company to write essays and describe a need for a revitalized playground down at the beach. And a nationwide contest going on for well over a month, with a lot of you here probably voted on Facebook for this. And as you may have read in the paper yesterday, we're very happy to announce that Greg and his class, some of whom are here, were successful in winning the third place award and $10,000 for fire.
Anybody in fifth grade, come on up.
So this is just a beautiful effort. You talk about a group effort, here it is. We've been reading some of these essays from these wonderful children in the newspaper, and it's just a beautiful thing. And this is what this whole ICE festival is about, is bringing community together and doing things like this. So thank you guys very much. Okay, thank you all for coming out. Let's enjoy the rest of the day. Okay, we're very happy to have Ernie DiMartino here in Conneaut Lake for the first, hopefully, annual ice carving contest. And Ernie has so much experience. We lived in Chambersburg for 25 years when you did all the festivals down there. That's where we became acquainted with you. And your artistry is amazing. This work of art behind us is just something to behold. I mean, we have a warm day, as you can see, and Ernie and his crew are so experienced. They improvised and changed the design so that it would be structurally strong for a warm day like this. And have you ever done a sculpture exactly like that before?
No, the giant muskies, it's our first.
That's amazing. And how do you like our venue here, right on the lakefront with all of this ice?
Oh, this is great. I couldn't believe the amount of people that showed up today. It was hard to walk along the sidewalks.
Yeah, we've had no way of counting, but there are obviously well over 1,000 people here today, and it's been a great success for our first year. And hopefully we're going to have you back here many years to come. Now, you guys have been doing this for how long?
25 years, 26 years we've been doing it.
26 years.
Yeah.
Was your father an ice carver too?
No, my father started the ice business as packaged ice. And then when I started at 14 years old, making deliveries in the back of a 1969 Cadillac.
Oh my goodness, that's classic. Now, how did you get started in ice carving?
Well, I was employed by Volkswagen of America, and they closed the plant and moved it to Mexico.
I remember that.
And I needed a job, and I was a union official at Volkswagen. There wasn't a lot of people looking to hire union officials back 25, 26 years ago. So my dad said to me, he said, why don't you try to create a job for yourself in the ice business? Because back then, my brother and my dad and I were all doing it part-time. My dad worked at General Motors. As a matter of fact, the coach we did was designed from their logo. My brother plowed roads at PennDOT, and we were all doing it part-time to make extra money. A neighbor of mine knew he was a chef, and he was one of the best ice carvers on the East Coast. He said, what do you think of the idea of us teaming up? I'll teach you how to carve ice. I said, well, I'll give it a shot. I need something to do in the wintertime. And so now it's turned into, yeah, we've been on the road since December.
That's a great business model. Obviously you have a need to sell ice in the summertime, but now in the wintertime you have this secondary business. That is just really great. We're really pleased to have you and your artist here, and we look forward to many years of collaborating with you in the future.
Well, it's our pleasure to be here.
Okay, thank you, Ernie.
Thank you, Bill.